By 1899, the age of outlaws and gunslingers was at an end. America was becoming a land of laws. Even the West had mostly been tamed. And reading cursive's hard. Mostly. A few gangs still roamed, but they were being hunted down and destroyed. Rockstar. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Bring it on, Rockstar. It's the first Rockstar game we've ever played on stream. Let's go.
Abigail says he's dying, Dutch. We'll have to stop someplace.
Okay. Arthur's out looking. I sent him up ahead.
If we don't stop soon, we'll all be dying. This weather, it's May. I'm just hoping the law got as lost as we did.
There. Arthur! Any luck?
I found a place where we can get some shelter. Let Davy rest while he... You know. An old mining town. Abandoned. It ain't far. Come on. Come on! Yeah!
Blustery. Chapter 1. Colter. All right.
Bring him in here!
Miss Gaskell, get that fire lit, quick. Miss Jones, bring in whatever blankets we have. Mr. Pearson, see what we've got in terms of food.
Davy's dead.
There was nothing more you could have done.
What are we gonna do? We need supplies.
Well, first of all, you're gonna stay here, and you were gonna get yourself warm. Now, I sent John and Mike scouting out ahead. Arthur and I, we're gonna ride out, see if we can find one of them. And this, just for a short bit. And I don't see what other choice we have. Listen. Listen to me, all of you, for a moment. Now, we've had, well, a bad couple of days. I loved Davy, Jenny, Sean, Mac. They may be okay. We don't know. But we lost some folks. Now, if I could throw myself in the ground, in their stead, I'd do it, gladly. But we're gonna ride out, and we're gonna find some food. Everybody, we're safe now. There ain't nobody following us through a storm like this one. And by the time they get here, well, we're gonna be long gone. We've been through worse than this before. Mr. Pearson, Miss Grimshaw, I need you to turn this place into a camp. We may be here for a few days. Now, all of you, get yourselves warm. Stay strong. Stay with me. We ain't done yet. Come on, Arthur.
All right. We've got some work to do.
We ain't run into them yet, so they both must have headed down the hill.
Sure. Hey, I ain't had time to ask. What really went down back there on that boat?
We missed you. That's what happened. Come on. Oh.
Hey, you need horses?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Smith, get yourself indoors. You need to rest that hand.
I'll live.
Get indoors, son. We need you strong.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll start by saying...
Come on, let's go.
Ain't sure what we're gonna find out here, Dutch.
Very minor, I suppose, but one of the first things that strikes me here, not knowing anything about these characters, is obviously we just went through something that was incredibly distressing. And everybody in there is cold. They seem to be tired. They seem to have no direction. They're confused. And one of the things I admire about the way that Dutch handled that speech was that he gave that speech almost entirely in the affirmative. So he gave them very clear, concise directions that are very easy to understand. Get yourself warm. Stay with me. He was reassuring, but he was also real, I guess, to the extent that we understand that he was real about that. And I actually really admire that. That's a really good way to handle a giant group of people who are under duress, who might be confused about what's going on. So from a leadership standpoint and kind of moving group dynamics, I really like that as a starter. A good first impression.
Let's keep moving. We have to try. Stay close and we'll do our best to stick to the trail.
This goddamn weather!
Been 2 days or more like this now. It has to blow over soon.
Damn, man. This weather sucks. This
Bridge
snow.
coming up. Take it easy.
Okay. God, this would suck. I want to know what we did, though.
Hey, move up alongside me. Can't see you back there.
Can't believe we lost Davy, too.
Man, this guy kills it with directives.
He's the last one, Arthur. No more. We need to get those people warm and fed.
At least we don't need to worry about Pinkertons tailing us in this.
A couple more days, we'll be on the other side. You need to help me pick the others back up. You're the only one I can rely on to stay strong right now.
We got fire and shelter. That's a start.
I wonder if that is anything to do with his own sense of insecurity about his ability to lead the group. Like when he says, you're the only one I can lean on to stay strong right now, it makes me wonder, does he mean in addition to me? Or is he also saying, I need you too because I'm having a hard time keeping it together for folks? Because sometimes people in positions of leadership like this will put a lot of pressure on themselves to hold it together and represent the ideal of the group dynamic. And if he's disclosing this to Arthur, that tells me something about their relationship, that his willingness to be vulnerable with Arthur means that there's perhaps a chance that Arthur is the implicit leader of the group and is really the stabilizer of this, and that Dutch is putting a ton of pressure on himself in order to keep it together for everybody so they don't panic. Oh, talk to Dutch. Okay. Was it a trap?
So, do you think it was a trap in Blackwater?
That many men? Oh, they knew we were coming. But there was money on that boat, all right. Lots of it. Hey, I think I see something up the path. You up ahead. Who's there? Micah.
Gentlemen,
Found anything?
I think so. Found a little homestead down that way.
Okay. Anyone home?
Sure. Place is blazing with light and noise. Sounded like a party.
Let's go see.
Follow me. How's Davy doing?
He didn't make it. Nor did little Jenny.
That's too bad. Davy was a real fighter. Both of them calendar boys is, or was.
Yeah,
And Mac, Sean,
we don't know.
quite a business.
To the extent that they're very casually talking about death, that suggests it's a pretty normal part of their dynamic.
Always. Ask him if he's seen John.
Hey, have you seen John, Micah?
Didn't see much of anything once this storm came in.
He hasn't seen him.
He'll be fine. Things always turn out right for that boy.
I hope Mac and Sean are still out there somewhere, too. Hey, Arthur, let me take the rear. You move up.
You got it, Chief.
Passing you.
Go on. Whoa.
You run into anybody else?
I reckon we're the only ones crazy enough to be out in this, Morgan.
Yeah, well, don't talk to me about crazy.
Oh, so no, glad you're all right. I was worried, Micah. Look, it's all gonna work out, Morgan. We lost a few folks, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling so good about it.
Where are all the others?
Old mining camp, back up the hill. It ain't much, but shelter. So, this house, you speak to the people there already?
No, like Dutch told us. Look, but don't talk to no one. Just following orders. You know me.
Right. How much further?
Not far.
What does that mean?
Not far.
Thanks.
So I know I'm pausing a lot, but this is really interesting. There's a lot of stuff that's already coming up here in the very beginning that's got me thinking. So we've seen in basically of all the scenes that we've been in to this point already, we have seen language that is in the direction of carrot on a stick. And all I'm hearing people say is, it's gonna be all right. We're very passive about all of the adversity that we faced. We talk very casually about the fact that we've lost people. Like, oh, he had so much potential, but it's gonna be fine. We're gonna get over here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. There's a lot of idealization that goes in here as the hook to get people to do things. And it makes me wonder how often that gets delivered on. There's like a double standard here, right? Like we have very high expectations for things that are going to happen, and then they don't. And then when they don't happen, we just kind of blow it off instead of actually looking at it relative to the expectation of what was going on. And like that has already been like a transcendent theme in like every interaction we've had. Like you can learn a lot about how certain groups are motivated by the language that they use. So just kind of a thought. The other thing is when I had the prompt to ask him, like, are you sure about this? When you're in a situation like this where I have no idea where we're going, and it is super adverse, and we're in strange territory, The last thing I want to do is instill doubt in the leadership. I don't, if I got this guy telling me confidently where we're going and I say, are you sure about this? That adds absolutely nothing to the conversation. And if anything, it reflects my anxiety about the situation and tries to shove it into Micah and shove it into Dutch. And I don't know that Arthur really needs to do that. Arthur needs to take accountability for whatever his emotional experience and anxiety is about this, but it does us no good to seek reassurance in this moment. We're going to follow directives of the leadership. I mean, this doesn't feel great, but I don't know what else we're going to do.
Oh, goddamn, this snow gets right to the bone.
And I do agree, chat. Please don't give your opinions on characters if you've played the game before, because it does bias folks. We are experiencing this for the first time. Spoilers will be removed. God, this sucks.
Let's keep it down now, gentlemen. It's just up ahead.
Snuff and stash those lanterns, boys. Best you two lie low on this. Okay, let's head down there.
Okay. There's lamps on in that town. Also, I guess we're kind of assuming that everybody's hostile. I suppose that's probably the safer bet. Holy shit, I'm getting cold. My health is displayed in the lower left-hand corner. I don't have much of it.
Let's hitch up here.
All right. Hold E to hitch your horse.
Whoa. Let me do the talking. We don't want to scare these folks.
All right, sweet talker. I'm going to trust you. Follow Dutch. God, this snow. Ugh.
Sounds like quite the party.
You two, get yourself out of sight. One lonely man is a lot less intimidating than three nasty-looking degenerates.
I would agree with that.
In that cattle shed on the left. Micah, get down behind that wagon in front.
Dutch makes a really good point there. Makes a really good point there. When you're talking about foreign groups, numbers are one of the most, like, simple and basic threatening things. So if he comes in isolation, he's absolutely more likely to be viewed as vulnerable as opposed to coming on in a show of force. So that's a really great decision on his part to give us that directive. I like that.
Hello?
Shut up, Billy.
Excuse me? Hello? Oh, well, hello, friend.
What you want?
I am very sorry to disturb you. My friends and I, well, we got into some trouble up the way, lost in the storm. Gentlemen.
We can't help you, mister.
Oh, boy.
I got folks
Arthur.
dying on the
Arthur,
trail.
we got a problem.
What?
Folks, there's a corpse right here.
Now, I just
Arthur,
need some
there's a body
cans of food.
in the
All right, dude, you gotta chill, buddy.
Gentlemen,
Keep your eyes on Dutch.
please.
I think you should... Buddy.
Dutch?
Now, friend, I ain't asking for much. Please. I am kind of desperate.
Hey.
That guy's reaching for his gun.
Believe it. Look out! There's more to be!
Watch out! One up top in the window!
Get it down! You sons of bitches! One of them's making a run for it! Arthur!
Oh, you son of a bitch.
He all backed out there by himself. Arthur, I said I'd handle this.
Didn't seem to be going too well.
Goddamn O'Driscoll boys here. Why?
I don't know. Maybe same reason as us.
Micah, go bring the horses closer to the house. Arthur, let's go search the cabin.
All right, so as soon as they reach for their guns,
Like a party in here.
that was not going well. We had to open fire there.
Supplies as you can.
We were
need
way
the
outnumbered, though.
essentials. Food, medicine, whiskey.
All right, hold R near items to pick them up while searching the house.
O'Driscoll's. I don't believe it.
It's a strange one, all right. Maybe they're hiding up here, too. There's a big price on Colm O'Driscoll's head. Nearly as big as the one on yours.
Jake
Call him dead.
and Sadie.
About the only thing me and Uncle Sam agree on.
Looks like the poor bastard was married, too. At some point.
If we can't eat it or drink it, put it down.
I can respect that. Excuse me, Dutch? Jesus Christ, man.
Place is dry, warm. We could maybe move the women and Jack down here.
Maybe. We'll see how they are when we get back. I don't really want us to split up.
Got some biscuits.
Oh, I'm starving.
You should eat something now. Get your strength up for the ride back.
Canned fruit. Baked beans. I like this. Canned peaches. Different food items will have different effects. Eating food will refill your health core. Better quality food will refill the core more.
While I pack these on the horses.
I'm gonna just eat all these peaches right now. That's what I'm about to do.
Grab anything you think we can use, then meet me out here.
You got it, Dutch. Boy, it's awful dark in here. Canned veggies. Canned veggies. Okay. Well, they were eating and had a good old time. I don't really know why those guys would attack us, but ooh, got some opened health cure. Love it. Okay. Can I climb up here? Yeah. What do we got? Revolver cartridges, classic oat cakes. It's worth it to come up here. We got almost everything. Let's check this bench. Yeah, some more oat cakes.
What are you doing in there, Arthur?
Yo, Dutch, why don't you chill, buddy? I'm trying to pick the place clean. I gotta make sure we got enough food for all of us, because if it takes 4 cans of peaches for me to refill 3/4 of my heart, what do you think it's gonna take for everybody in there?
Arthur, keep looking for stuff. Arthur, go see if there's anything in that barn. Micah,
Okay.
you search the cabin, see what we missed.
Sure.
Go to the barn. Oh, baby. Move my cam up just a touch. Yeah, all right. Let's go to the barn. Anybody hiding in here? See, I'd be worried that there's people hiding in here. Ooh. What do you know?
Well, he started. I'm gonna break your neck.
Bitch!
What's going on?
How about the old Jabberooski?
Oh, did he now?
Dutch, why don't you help me instead of making conversation right now while I do this?
Sneaky little bastard. Should I kill him?
No. Not yet. Find out what they're doing here and where Colm is.
Oh, this son of a bitch will talk. Where's Colm O'Driscoll?
With the others. At an old mining camp southwest of here. Near the lake.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that, I swear.
Well, I would say it looks like you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care. But bring that horse when you're done. Oh.
I don't know anything else. Please. Please.
Get the hell out of here. Go.
I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Where's my hat? I don't appreciate when people make me lose my hat. Okay. So, he talked. Why? I'm not going to beat him if he talks. Here's the idea, right? You want to reward desirable behavior. The guy worked with us. He gave us information. He gave us information. I got no reason to beat him there. His reward was what I didn't do. I'm gonna take his horse, though.
Whoa. Easy.
Easy, boy. Easy.
You're okay, boy.
Feed the horse. Come on, boy. Lead the horse to a hitching post.
You let him go, huh? So the little bastard scurrying off.
Yeah. Figured he won't get far in this anyway.
That looks like a decent horse. You should keep him. Tie him up over there, Arthur.
There's Sweetie Pie Dutch.
Get away from me!
Micah, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Whoa, look what I found in the cellar. Wild thing, ain't ya?
Leave her alone.
I wasn't doing nothing. She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Micah. Look at her. Miss. Are you...
What are you doing?
You fool! Micah!
Miss. Now, it is going to be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss. Come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on now. Oh. You okay, miss?
They came 3 days ago. And my husband,
Miss, you are safe now. And you can't stay here. You come with us. Arthur.
Miss, it's okay. We're bad men. We ain't them. It's okay. Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
What's your name, miss? Miss.
Adler.
Adler.
Sadie Adler. Mrs. He was my husband.
Hey! Somebody's coming! Looks like it's Dutch. Hey, everybody, Dutch is back! How'd you get on?
Micah found a homestead, but he weren't the first. Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to it. We found some of them there, but there is more about, apparently. Scouting the train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is. But we found some supplies, some blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul, Mrs. Adler, Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink or something? And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're safe now. They turned her into a widow. Animals. I need some rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
What? How come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies?
Get yourself to bed.
Bill Williamson? He's in Red Dead 1, isn't he? Can I pause cutscenes, chat? Does anybody know?
He ain't been seen in days. Weather ain't let up.
He's strong, and he's smart.
Strong, at least. Hello, Arthur.
Abigail?
Arthur, how you doing?
Just fine, Abigail. And you?
I need you to... I'm sorry to ask, but...
It's little John. He's got himself caught into a scrape again.
He ain't been seen in 2 days.
Your John will be fine. I mean, he may be as dumb as rocks and as dull as rust.
Oh, you can. Okay, awesome. Thank you, chat. Jesus. All right. I'm going to unpause here. We'll watch the rest of this out. When I find a good spot to pause, I will. It's good to know that I can do this now.
Iron, but that ain't changing because he got caught in some snowstorm.
Please go take a look. Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the 2 best fit men we've got.
Now?
We're all... we're pretty worried about him.
I know. If the situation were reversed, he'd look for me.
Thank you.
This way. Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know, he kept riding north and never looked back.
All right, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to pause really quick because there's a lot to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is what happened in the home when we found Mrs. Adler. So you saw with Micah's reaction to her the power of when you objectify a group and then you make assumptions about a person based off of those assumptions of the group. Now, is it potentially useful to assume that she is in the rival gang? Potentially. But when she is coming off as scared as opposed to aggressive relative to everything we just saw, we could make a reasonable case that maybe she's not part of that group. And what I love is the way that Dutch intervenes there. He intercepts the force that she's afraid of, in this case Micah, and then he de-escalates her beautifully, really. And one of the first aspects of that de-escalation is for him to acknowledge that they are scary. For him to empathize with her position and then to reassure. And we see him stay calm and direct and cool while he's talking to her. And even as she attacks him or tries to wave the knife at him, he doesn't really flinch. He stays strong. That's a calming presence, especially if she's not actually hostile. And that cools her down enough that she's, I wouldn't say willing to come with us, but certainly comes with us with less of a struggle than she may have otherwise come with us if Dutch had not intervened there. That was pretty solid crisis intervention. So I don't know where Dutch learned all of his leadership skills, but to this point, Dutch has impressed me many, many times with how he's handled these things. And yeah, the "we're bad men, but we ain't them" is a good line because it's an acknowledgement that they are threatening to her. So them saying it's okay now, you're safe, she has no reason to believe that. She has no reason to believe that. There's really no reason to tell her that other than to de-escalate her. But if you're saying that, trying to convince her that she's safe, I think that's a ridiculous thing because we just came in, shot up the whole house that she was in, and took her to a foreign camp with a bunch of people she doesn't know in the middle of winter while she's wearing nothing but like a sheet. Safe is such a relative term. Arthur knows he's safe. Dutch knows he's safe. We have numbers. This woman is isolated and is now being surrounded by, up until we got to the camp, men. Why on earth would she believe she's safe? The most dangerous situation in the world for a woman like that, particularly at a time like this, is to be surrounded by 2 men with horses and supplies. Are you kidding me? That is not safe. That is a gigantic oversight on behalf of Dutch to suggest that she's safe. He would be far better off empathizing with her position there. Saying, hey, I know this is freaky because you're with 2 guys. I know what you just came out of. If you are threatened by us, completely understand that. We're willing to take you to safety. We will give you a chance to get out if at any point you need to. You do that. You empathize with her position as opposed to just trying to say to her, you're safe. Doesn't work. Not in this world. Also, thanks for being here, chat. If you're just rolling in here and you're enjoying this so far, please make sure to hit the like button down below the video. It helps the stream out immensely. I'm really glad that you all are here. Hope you're enjoying it so far. I certainly am.
You wouldn't leave. Not like that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I'm guessing it's like a rice cake floaty.
Hey, I see some smoke. Come on, let's take a look.
Let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's boys.
Well, seems somebody left. Recently. And that way.
Sure, well, come on then.
All right.
There's some tracks leading to the river.
Let's go get them, I guess.
Cross.
Oh, shit.
See, they continue up that way.
All right.
You think it's John?
You tell me. These are horse tracks for sure, but could be anyone. Let's just see where they lead.
So, you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets. Take it slow. Big ravine here. Dutch killed a girl in a bad way. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
We'll continue along the cliff wall here.
I mean, they got to be fresh with
David
the wind
got
blowing like this.
Mac and John, both shot too. Sean, we don't even know. I'm surprised we escaped at all. By the time you boys showed up from the other side of town, we were only just holding on.
Bad business, all right. Damn snow's coming in hard again.
We'll lose these tracks if we don't move fast.
And we got a Sean and a Micah. So Arthur,
It's getting narrow here.
so Arthur wasn't with them then when they did this. So he must have been called for backup or something.
Come on, boy. Horses are struggling.
Yeah, a lot of fresh snow here.
I don't know about this, Javier. I mean, we can't follow nothing.
Let's push on a little bit. Maybe we'll pick up the trail again.
Almost there, boy. Come on now.
Hey, look! Over there! You see that?
Over where? Oh shit.
John was riding that horse when we left Blackwater.
Oh, Becca, I'm so glad to hear that.
Let's see if he can hear us.
What are you doing?
Come on! Up there!
All right. I mean, that's one way to do it.
Yeah!
I heard John yelling. Where are you, John?
It's coming from up ahead somewhere. I don't think we can go much further with the horses. We'll have to walk from here. I'd grab that shotgun from your horse. Who knows what's up ahead?
Grab your shotgun. Okie dokie.
Come on.
Oh, baby. This is wild. I mean, this is kind of amazing that we're risking 2 more lives to get this one guy who we don't even know could have been up here,
Slippery,
man.
be careful.
Like, this is treacherous as shit. And we're just gonna leave the horses there?
Yeah, that we're high up here.
This better be
You're
worth it,
telling
man.
me.
All right, John, what's up, buddy? Freezing
Drops
my
down
ass
here.
off up here.
Watch yourself. Careful here. Stay low under here.
It's a great question, Floaty. I don't know how we're gonna get up there. How we climb. We have. Jeez, this is so risky, man.
Okay, from here.
Watch your step. This is real slippery.
Stay close to
What
the
are we
wall.
doing? Why?
This way.
What are we doing?
That sounds closer now. Come on. We're coming, John.
No man left behind, I guess. So this is gonna sound kind of terrible, but if we think about the context for this, when you're in a group and survival is not exactly easy, you do have to do things to build group confidence. And I think one of the ways that you build group confidence is to have the no man left behind mentality. And what I think the no man left behind mentality does is it helps people feel more comfortable and confident taking risks and doing certain things because they believe that the group has their back. In this instance, there's an argument to be made that we would be better off preserving the no man left behind and our safety by when we get to the point where the horses are there and we get off of them and we see what we have to deal with in order to get here, if we turned around and left, because we are at massive risk here. And we get to go back and what the group sees is that we went out to get John. And it continues to build that sense of no man left behind for everybody that's left, and it preserves the group dynamic and the numbers we have. We have now put ourselves at such risk here that the no man left behind is almost counterintuitive to the group's survival. And, you know, I think it's important for us to take into account the context through which this event is happening. But it builds group camaraderie, and it also builds a perception of group camaraderie. Come on.
Damn, it's cold.
Yes, it is. Give me your ice cake. I don't know. That's not very howdy of you, Doctor. Thank you, Mr. Phil. I know, but that's the time we're in right now.
How you doing?
I'm miserable. Been a tough few days.
I know. Here, take a drink of that.
Thanks.
I'm not designed for this snow.
All right, I got stamina, but I'm also drunk.
John! John, where are you?
Over here! Out on the ledge!
That's John! We're coming!
Fella's there!
He's down here.
Over here! All right!
Is that John Marston?
Down, Marston!
It's Marston! I thought I recognized his voice.
That's quite a scratch you got there.
Never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
You don't look so good.
I don't feel too good, neither. I'm freezing.
Don't die just yet, cowboy.
Come on, compadre.
And now we have to carry him all the way back to the horses?
Well, we can't go back the way we came. Let's try this way.
Ain't you a sorry sight?
Can't argue with you there.
See? I told Dutch you weren't the right man for this.
Sure you did.
You all right?
I don't think so.
Come on. Hopefully this will lead us out.
I'm just gonna fireman carry John Marston up this mountain? Are you kidding me?
You see that on the ridge?
You head for the horses. I'll keep John's friends off until you're clear.
Keep the wolves away from Javier and John.
On that horse.
Okie dokie.
We're getting you out of here. Draw them off us, Arthur. Keep them away from us. Bring them this way. Got them all. Good work, Arthur.
I got bit.
Okay, let's get going before any more of these bastards show up.
Now, in counter to what it is that I just said, us bringing Marston home, big shot of awesome from the camaraderie. All right. So if you do this and you are successful, you do
Quick.
make a big difference. What am I doing here?
What are you doing, Arthur?
Oh, I gotta press the right button. All right, there we go. I'm coming.
Let's get back to the others.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella, got bit by a dog, died an hour later.
You ain't gonna die. Not yet. Up there! More of them!
Man, these wolves are ballsy, man.
Get out of here! Shit, there's more on the right! We got more wolves on the left! Go! Get the hell out of here! Get out!
I should have got my pistol. I don't like the shotgun.
You see any more, Arthur?
Don't think so.
Getting dark.
Jesus.
You still with us, Marston?
Just about.
You're gonna be okay. We have some shelter now.
Thanks for coming for me.
Of course. That bullet in Blackwater, now this. You had a hell of a time.
And Arthur always says, I'm lucky.
None of us are lucky right now. We should ride in the water for a bit. Try to lose a scent. Don't want to leave a trail right back to camp.
You know, we're gonna need to come up with a better story for that scar.
So, freezing, bleeding, starving, damn near getting eaten to death ain't good enough for you?
Here, let's cross to the left.
Yeah, come on. Let's push hard and get back.
Relájate. See those buildings up ahead, John? That's where we camped. Nearly there.
These are some hardy horses, man.
Come on! Someone help John down off this horse.
Can we get some help here?
Is there anybody here?
Can we get some help? We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
You're alive! You're alive!
Here we go. There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas! It's his leg.
Oh, come on, let's get you warm. Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you.
got any other lost maidens need saving?
Not today.
Have you and Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this?
I was just discussing with Herr Strauss when the weather breaks. I suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East? Into all that civilization?
I know. The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss, let's get warm.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
We have been running for weeks. We found shelter and been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we wait the thaw. Hardly the spring I had been hoping for.
Cool. So I have a journal.
We get strong, we get warm, and we wait. When the storm breaks, we move. But we're safe here. Warm enough, I guess.
We have been running for weeks.
You sound doubtful.
I mean, running more than usual.
Just
The job they was...
We have been shot at before.
Oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read this. All right, I gotta do it this way.
Anything new?
The job they was pulling in Blackwater, robbing that ferry, turned into a disaster.
But then the storm.
Young Jenny got killed, poor thing, while Sean and Mac both got arrested or killed. Nobody seems sure which.
And we keep heading.
Dutch shot a girl.
We're heading east.
I'm not too sure if by accident or by design. Seems like it might have been a setup. We took to the hills in an almighty scramble, leaving money and most of our things behind.
Stay strong, Hosea.
Hardly the spring I'd been hoping for. Jose and I had been planning a robbery of our own in Blackwater, but I guess that's been abandoned along with most of what I own. I'm profoundly concerned as to what happens next. Once we leave this place or law finds us cowering up here. Found a girl, well, a woman I should say. Her husband had been murdered by some of Colm O'Driscoll's boys. Nasty business. Still want to know why we have beef with these O'Driscolls. So I'm guessing we're going to get more context over time here. Arthur seems to be a person that is obviously reliable because he's who they send out on missions. I'm guessing they see Arthur as somebody who is a ideal representation of the group. Thus, as he does things, everybody else who passively defines part of themselves as member of the group through Arthur is going to feel emboldened by the decisions and the tasks that Arthur completes. And so this is part of the difference between explicit and implicit leadership. Dutch is the voice. He's the one who says, you know, here's what to do, here's where we're going, here's what our ideals are. He's explicitly stated as the leader, but Arthur is the one who embodies the ideals of the group. He is the one who operationalizes a lot of the leadership. Leadership's no good if you don't have people who can follow it. So I'm already starting to get a sense that what we do as Arthur is very important for the survivability and just the general morale of the group. Because if their identity is part of the group, you have to have certain folks who are the ideal version of the group that you can compare yourself to and aspire to be. And that seems to be what Arthur is. And that's with very limited context for him. All right, what's up, Dutch? He's writing too. Also, the fact that Arthur and Dutch know how to write. If you knew how to write during this time, you had power. Like, if you could read and write, that's a big deal. I'm guessing there's a lot of folks here that cannot read or write. You want to talk about a way of separating yourself from the masses. Talk to Dutch. Anything here I can collect? God, it's still winter. Ellie, you are free to remove any comments you think are backseaty or spoilery or whatever. You are more than welcome to just straight up remove them. So who's this guy? Oh, so this is Javier. Let's see what's going on in here.
Up with you boys because I thought you liked action. Couple of days on the lam, and you lot have all turned yellow. Apart from you, of course.
Shut up, Micah.
I ain't never seen so many long faces. I guess folks miss them. That fell. But when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
Party. Probably. That funny, huh? Sure. I don't feel like being laughed at by the likes of you two.
Stop it! Now! You fools punching each other when Colm O'Driscoll's needing punching. Hard! You want to sit around waiting for him to come find us? All of you, we got work to do. Come on.
Are you sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Colm O'Driscoll. Let's go.
I know you hate him, Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
No, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
This is the right call, Arthur. Take this. And this is about more than revenge for business long ago. They were talking about trains and detonators here. Colm always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit shit. I'm getting too old for that life. Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith, Mr. Pearson, would you please look after the place? There are O'Driscolls about. Yeah!
All right. Two things. First one, the interaction inside that cabin. We have seen two instances with Micah where he becomes very aggressive. Now, Micah is very clearly positioned as a follower in this group. But when you see represented power and strength as being people in leadership positions and people who can hold their own, but you have to come to terms with the fact that you are not, in fact, a leader instead of follower, that creates a very dissonant experience for Micah. And we see him overcompensate for that in a couple instances where he has a little bit of power, whether it's the surprise punch or the ability to threaten that woman in the barn, where he way overcompensates for it and becomes a loose cannon and hyper aggressive and dangerous, which is only further going to make him seem like he is out of control and thus not capable of leadership. So what he probably doesn't realize is that he's further cementing himself as somebody who doesn't have the capacity to lead because of his overcompensation for the fact that he is not leading. He's all bravado because he's not actually paying attention to what creates a leader. Dutch remains calm, reserved, logical, direct, clear. And Micah's the foil for that, which comes from a level of insecurity, I think, about the fact that he doesn't have the leadership qualities that the group needs. Now, second, that line from Dutch, like, you don't doubt that, you doubt me. Oh, what a line. Because it's true. If this information gets delivered by somebody else, perhaps somebody who Arthur either doesn't have history with, or somebody who, to that point, Arthur has learned he can trust with the types of convictions he has, then maybe he's more willing to go along. What this tells me is two things. One, Arthur probably does have some level of reserve for whatever Dutch has to say, in part because Dutch probably has a history of over-promising and under-delivering, or saying that something is the case and then it doesn't end up being that. You don't just, and then Dutch has had that happen enough times in his life with Arthur around that he has the insight to know that Arthur is doubting him, not necessarily what it is that he's presenting. And I think that's really cool from a dynamic perspective, like a relationship dynamic, that Dutch has enough insight into the history he has with Arthur to be able to call that out. Like, super cool. I don't know. That was a really neat line. I liked that a lot.
Southwest, right, Arthur?
Yeah. He said follow the main trail southwest. They're camped near some lake.
Okay, let's go find these bastards before they find us and rob this score they're planning.
Now, when Dutch is saying that they're going to attack us, so we ought to attack them first. This is how stupid ass Hatfield McCoy shit happens. It's all projection. I mean, we opened fire first on that barn that we came across. Like, Dutch's fear that the other side is going to be aggressive is leading him to be aggressive, which undoubtedly is fueling the O'Driscoll's fear of us being antagonistic towards them. We're so wrapped up in projections of what we think the other group is going to do and compensating for that, that we're not actually taking into account what those other groups are doing. And I don't know that Dutch would be open to hearing that and challenging that, because he's operating off of anxiety, probably some learned experience. But, like, you got to be real careful in your life if you constantly suck yourself into your projections and overcompensate for projections instead of reality, because you can actually create more problems for yourself that way. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sean.
What's that? Tracks. Horses, quite a few of them. As far as I can tell, the only fools out here are us and them. They must be this way.
You good, Dutch?
Of course. Listen, I know you don't think much of my ideas recently, but this is the right move.
Okay. You know I got your back.
I learned a long time ago that you hit Colm O'Driscoll. Wait for him, and people you love will die.
Then how have you managed to not kill him?
Between you and him needs to be put to rest, one way or another.
It will be. Some things I can forgive, others I can't forget. What he did to Annabelle, I can't do neither.
You killed his brother, Dutch.
Yes, I did. And I hope the bastards will be reunited soon enough. That's how this'll end.
Damn right, boss.
Boy, we sure do.
That smoke?
I do wonder what Dutch did to earn our
Said it
loyalty.
was near the lake, so we must be close.
I would guess that if nothing else, Dutch's confidence and steadfastness in a very uncertain world is enough to get us to follow him.
Easy. Whoa.
Uncertainty is scary.
All right, gentlemen. This is it. Are we goddamn ready?
Ready, Dutch.
Good. Now, Mr. Morgan and I, we're gonna head up here a little, see if we can't get a sense of the layout of the camp. Mr. Williamson, Mr. Bell, you two take up a hidden position just outside the camp. Mr. Summers, Mr. Escuela, you two hold position here. Let's go.
I mean, he's...
You bastard.
I mean, Dutch knows how to do this. Again, I continue to really, and I really like the way that Dutch is navigating this. And as I'm thinking about this, I really think that part of the reason that Dutch has the loyalty of this group is because of that certainty during uncertain times. You got a lot of folks here who don't really have any direction. They just need to survive. They don't know what's next. We don't know where our next meal's coming from. We don't really know what our next directive is. We have a lost sense of purpose. Well, Dutch has a purpose. His hatred for O'Driscoll and his desire to go after him is enough of a concrete and consistent directive that all the folks that are lost are probably going to follow him because it gives them something consistent to go off of. Now, this can go in a lot of different ways, but you can, if you're Dutch here, you could leverage this for good. Perhaps your directive with this is actually in the spirit of the group, or you can leverage it for bad. And maybe this is detrimental to the group. Maybe this is a personal agenda that is the antithesis to what the group needs. But the thing is, it's the consistency and the confidence that's going to draw the group in. So at this point, it doesn't matter to us whether what it is that he's doing is, quote, good or bad, because he's so confident while we're so uncertain that we are drawn toward following him. And there's a lot of leaders through history that have leveraged that. It can be a very powerful tool. And Dutch is really good at it.
There they are. That's definitely them.
Home?
I think so.
Yeah, that's him.
Who's he talking to? He don't seem very happy.
No.
They leaving?
Seem to be. Should we go get them?
No. Colm can wait. Best to get some of them out of there. And much less fun to rob him and his score if he never finds out about it. All right, let's go pay our old friends a visit.
Oh, Dutch. Oh, Dutch. I just lost some respect for Dutch. I just lost respect for him. We have the ambush on him. We could take him out. And Dutch is like, no. No. If we're going to rob him, he needs to know about it. And that tells me that this ain't about wiping the O'Driscolls out. This ain't about killing them and being done with it. Dutch has literally attached some of his sense of self to being the opposite to O'Driscoll. Like, this is about the game. This is about showing that he's better than this guy. Like, this doesn't make any sense why he would have the jump on this guy and not take him out and then come up with that reason. So now he's lost me a little bit here. Because if this was all about our group's survival, you'd take out the leadership. And then maybe you could work something out with the other people in the group or something like that. But instead, we're playing games and we're holding everybody else's lives in the balance while we do that. We're going to rob a train incognito because we want to be able to say gotcha. I don't know about that, Dutch. I don't know that I like that. Now, that's exactly what I was talking about. How you can leverage this for worse.
From your horse. You two, get up there and keep us covered.
You got it, Dutch.
Yeah, I don't like the shotgun. Give me that.
Good. Come on, let's go. We'll circle around the far side and go down that way, same as Micah and Bill. Like you said, revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
Yeah, just wasn't sure you agreed with me.
Arthur, have you completely lost faith in me?
Yes!
Our needs right now are supplies, equipment, and a way out of here. Everything else, including Colm, can wait.
Okay.
There's enough of those bastards down there to deal with as it is. Now, come on.
He's trying to save face for Arthur. I don't know what we did to impress Dutch, but there's something about Arthur that Dutch tries to save face. He realizes that he's been caught. Arthur's smart. I'm not a dum-dum. So he knows that if Arthur is going to see the personal vendetta, that he's probably going to either back out or doubt him. So he has to reverse course. I mean, I don't know that this is what's happening, but based on the mixed messages we're getting, it would suggest to me that he's trying to save face for Arthur. He's trying to bid to get people's buy-in on whatever relative experience they need to have in order to do this. But there's a hidden agenda here. Is it that you want supplies so that we can just completely overwhelm him? Arthur's intelligence, I have a sense, is going to become a very important factor in this game in terms of how people present information to him. Now, I'm gonna help you, Dutch. I ain't gonna necessarily like it. All right, we got those fellas up there. Oh, the implicit leader is always the threat to the explicit leader, hey Halo, if they don't understand that dynamic's there. Again, we are looking at a beautiful leadership dynamic between Dutch and Arthur. We have explicit leader in Dutch, the person that everybody perceives as the leader, and then we have the implicit leader in Arthur, guy who really actually runs the show, but does it behind the scenes. Explicit leaders, when they start to become questioned or they're worried or insecure about their role as a leader, maybe they make some decisions that aren't in the best interest of the group, and the implicit leader is steadfast for the group, they are going to start seeing the implicit leader as a threat, absolutely. And we may even see Dutch overcompensate for that down the line. But implicit and explicit leadership in group dynamics is very fascinating. Yeah, absolutely, Shane. Yeah, you see that all the time.
Oh, watch out. This bit's steep.
Also, chat, as we work our way down the hill, or if you're watching the VOD, I want to just say thank you so much for supporting my content. I really appreciate it. If you like it, please hit the like button on the video. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Follow me on TikTok, all that fun stuff. Your support of this stream is awesome. It's what makes me keep doing it. I really hope you all are enjoying this. I'm enjoying this so far. This game's absolutely gorgeous, and I have a sense that there's going to be a lot of good stuff that comes from it.
Maybe I should take the lead on this. They're going to be gunning for you.
They ain't got me yet.
No, but the way our luck's been running...
Hush. Let's just get down there first.
Arthur tries to go from implicit to explicit, and Dutch shuts it down. Right there. Right there! You can see it already! We are not exactly, like, inconspicuous here. I argue we're quite conspicuous.
Stay low.
How do I crouch? There we go.
Come on, follow me.
I'm following, Dutch. Something tells me this ain't gonna end well. Who's this guy?
Get in cover, Arthur.
That feller smacked you up something stupid, huh?
So, what are we doing, Dutch? I can take this if you want.
Just make the call. You want to take the lead? Go. We don't have time to debate this.
Okay, fine. You make the move.
Let's move!
Working on it, Dutch.
I think that's all of them.
Search the bodies. Strip everything we can from them.
You recognize any of them, Dutch?
Of course not. Colm doesn't give a damn about his men. All he cares about is numbers. If you can shoot a gun and ride a horse and kill without thought, you're in. Think how long some of you have been with me. I imagine Colm doesn't even know half the names of these fools. Keep looking! We need everything we can get off of these bastards!
All right, so full disclosure, chat. When he gave me the option to take the lead or to have him make the call, I wanted to see what Dutch was going to do if I gave it to him. But that, you know, it's very interesting, right? If Dutch is so steadfast in this and he defers to me. Now, granted, I know that it's a video game and all that fun stuff, but, like, he defers to Arthur there. And then Arthur kicks it back to Dutch, and then he opens fire. Well, that gives us some really good insight into Dutch's mindset in this moment. I need to see what I'm working with here. My goal is to scan the environment. Dutch, you know, Dutch goes into this with reckless abandon. And, I mean, he's obviously projecting a lot of shit onto this guy. I mean, how do we know that this is the case? And by the way, the only thing we know about this O'Driscoll guy is what Dutch tells us, which is already kind of worrisome. Like, you're putting a real significant bind here with that. Because do we trust Dutch's assessment of O'Driscoll, and do we go along with that? Because if we do that, we fit in with the group, we belong, we get supplies, all that stuff. Or do we question that and run the risk of being cast outside the group? I don't know exactly how much power Dutch has, but it seems to me that he has enough that maybe he would act in the same way he believes that O'Driscoll would act, because the only way he's necessarily thinking about the fact that O'Driscoll would do that is because he himself would do it. So he puts all of us as followers in a bind there, which is why I think it's important for us to observe his behavior and look for certain patterns.
Keep searching.
People's agendas often come out through their actions, especially when those actions happen in patterns.
Keep looking! We need everything we can get off of these bastards! Heads up, boys! We got more coming in from the forest!
Oh, good. Jeez. Oh, what's up, fellas? So many of them. Oh my God.
Got a hit. The cowards are running away. Good work, boys. Back to the camp. We'll get what we need and clear out.
Damn. That was intense. I like how these guys are carrying snake oil. It's awesome. Want your hat, feller? Gold wedding ring. Oh man, we're taking it all, huh? I mean, these guys seem to be doing pretty well for themselves. We got lots of chewing tobacco. We got gold wedding rings. Get all this loot. Give me what you got, fellas. Getting lots of money. All right, let's see what we got. Doesn't count as robbery if they're dead. It's a good point. But if I don't want to hold tab to open the weapon wheel, switch to the item wheel. Anything good? Select the Deadeye tonic. It did. Love that he just tosses it down on the ground too. I sure did, Shelbs. You kidding me? If you give me a body to loot, I'm gonna loot it. Absolutely. Why would I leave all these supplies here? If we're gonna kill these guys, we at least gotta make their items worth our while, man.
We don't have time to mess around.
Dutch, I'm getting supplies. So, Dutch, if you want us to get supplies for the group, then you're gonna loot every single goddamn body, man. Don't you do this. What are you wasting my time for nonsense? Yeah, I know, Ellie. Deadeye doesn't excite me. Taking the wedding rings feels like a bit much. I mean, maybe, but it ain't going anywhere. I'm taking it so that I can return it to their spouse. Yeah, Dutch is in a big old hurry until we're here for the purpose we're here for. You know, I'm not liking these mixed messages, brother. In fact, just to spite him, I'm going to climb this water tower and get nothing from it because the guy fell down, apparently. Yeah, I found something back here, Dutch. It was totally worthwhile for me to come up here. Yeah, the sound design in this game is excellent. All right, I think we got it. Nope, gotta loot this guy. Open horse stimulant. All right.
Good work, boys. Now, let's tear this place apart.
For what purpose?
Bill, you go search that wagon there. Mike, search that building. Arthur, you take that building to the left. All right, man, quick. Find those detonators, explosives, anything you can. Let's go.
And if we find nothing... Ooh, a cigar? Yes, please. Got some crackers, got some beans. Want this chewing tobacco. Why can't I take this chewing tobacco? You can't carry any more of it. Oh, well, that means I gotta use it. Chewing tobacco, where are you? Where are vices? Like, I want to smoke a cigar.
Here.
Oh, shit.
This looks good.
They actually have some.
What do you think, Bill?
Well, looks fine. Smells good.
Come on.
Did we get everything?
Think so, boss? Found this on one of them.
Thank you.
This is perfect.
Oh, yeah? Interesting. This is something about the train they was gonna rob. A Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Mount back up. Let's keep moving.
Leviticus
All right,
Cornwall. What a
let's get out of
name.
here. Proud of you boys. All of you. Not a man down.
Good work, fellers.
Not bad for some starving down and outs. They can pummel us hard as they like. But we will always get back up and fight. That's who we are. Outlaws for life, fellas. Wait until we have John, Mac, Charles, and Sean back riding with us, and I believe, I know, they will all be back.
Okay, so what's our goal here then, Dutch? Think about that for a second. Outlaws for life. Like, what are we working toward? If you really are going to define us as outlaws for life, then that means we're always going to be at odds with the world order. We're always going to be cast aside. Our identity is always going to be that we don't fit in, that we're this ragtag bunch of misfits that nobody trusts. I don't know that that's the type of identity I would want to perpetuate and keep intact. I would think that we're trying to move towards something. Some sort of identity that creates safety and security and, you know, provides for folks in a way that we don't have to be nomadic and constantly living in fear. That's the power of creating that story and expectation is, and then having the entire group follow you into it. Like, we're vigilantes and we're proud of it. There's not going to be any prying us out of it. Like, I don't know that I like that.
You didn't get Combe, but this hit'll hurt him a lot more than any bullet in the head.
And maybe they do all want that. That's true.
When we rob this train, too.
Yeah, I guess we'll see about that.
Oh, indeed we will.
You know, he'll come after us.
Oh, of course he will, just like all the rest. But we're gonna stay a step ahead of them. Make sure we always know where they are before they know where we are. We allowed ourselves to get a step behind in Blackwater. That won't happen again.
It's just such a heavy us versus them mentality. Like, no matter who it is, if you're not with us, you're against us. And maybe that's what you need to be in this world. Like, maybe that is what makes this a survivable place. I could respect that if that's the case.
Let's make some ground.
But if it doesn't have to be that way, the us versus them mentality can get very exhausting. Also, this game running at like 120 frames per second is just... Hey, look who's back, chat.
Wasn't he at the camp with Colm?
Leave him to me.
All right, we're heading back. Just bring him back alive. He could be useful.
Okay, you got it.
Chase down and lasso the O'Driscoll. Oh, baby, let's get a hog tie.
Yeah!
I hope my horse is faster than his. Come on, baby.
Yeah!
Yeah, I'm not close. I knew there's no way I'm close enough. Let's go. Let's go. Let's hog tie the man. Oh.
Not so
Got him!
Don't hurt me! No! Please don't kill me, please! Just take it easy, mister! I won't be no trouble. Look, I give...
You're coming with me.
Shit! Shit!
Come on, fella. Come on up.
Please, you don't need to do this.
Just trying to get some information, friend. I let one of your other friends go.
Oh, God, no.
Let's go for a ride.
That would be so uncomfortable, man.
What's your name, boy?
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
It's Kieran.
Kieran what?
Duffy. Kieran Duffy.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a real bad day for you, Kieran Duffy.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere you ain't gonna like.
Why? What are you gonna do to me?
Something you ain't gonna like. So I'd advise you to save your breath for screaming.
No, please.
Oh, wow. Oof.
I'm no use to you.
I'll be the judge of that, friend.
Come on, mister. Please.
You better shut your mouth, you little shit, or I will shut it for you.
So it makes me wonder if Arthur also has a vendetta against the O'Driscolls, or if he's just so steeped in Dutch's convictions.
Just let me go, please. I've only been running with them a couple of months. I don't know nothing real about them, honest.
Are you trying to test me? Is that it?
No, he's trying to
'Cause
survive.
I will break every bone in your body.
I'm sorry. Okay?
Not one more goddamn word. Am I clear?
Okay.
That's 2 bones right there.
Jesus, Arthur. Boy, we really are, God, I just wish we had more context for this feud. Like, I think all of you can feel my inherent skepticism toward all of this. And it's the power of context. I want to understand more why we hate them so much, and I'm sure that'll come with time. You know, but again, it's like, you know, there is always a tension between your own narratives and the narratives that you think you're supposed to have or that are told to you. So is this, again, it comes down to, is this hatred for the O'Driscolls because I have my own personal vendetta? Or is it because Dutch told me I should? Does either one make it any better? Does either one excuse this behavior of us taking this horse back with this guy on it? Not necessarily. I just want to know why we do all this, you know? Well, we'll see what we do with them here.
Here we are, you sack of shit. Let's introduce you to the boys. Good boy.
Don't hurt me, please.
Oh, don't worry. They're real nice.
I love that there's yellow snow. That is awesome. Where like horses have taken a piss. It's amazing. What an awesome detail.
Huh. You found a little shit, did you?
Yep. I got him.
Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
You want me to make him talk?
Oh, no. Now all we'll get is lies. Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. We get him hungry first. I got a saying, my friend. We shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed 'em as need feeding. We are gonna find out what you need. I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister! I hate that fella!
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur.
I'm just sorry we missed out on Colm.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Okay.
So back when we were at the camp, that we raided, Dutch said, O'Driscoll doesn't know these guys. O'Driscoll doesn't care about them. O'Driscoll would just assume cast them aside as worthless pieces of shit, and he uses them. So when this guy says, I hate that guy, I ain't no O'Driscoll, I would have expected Dutch to have some empathy for that. Because he showed a bit of it when we were in the camp. He used that idea as a reason why he dislikes O'Driscoll. Yet when this guy meets that narrative, he doubles down on, I don't believe a word you have to say because you were associated to him. So Dutch's inconsistency tells me he's hiding something. One of the easiest windows into figuring out that a person has a covert agenda is when you get really mixed messages like this. It doesn't make sense why Dutch would be so cold with this guy if he already has insight into O'Driscoll's leadership style. Because I'm guessing that, like many of the people that follow Dutch, the only reason they follow him is because he provides security and shelter and food. There's something else going on there. Well, I think so, Aiden, right? Like maybe he's just assuming the guy's saying whatever he can to squirm out of it. I'm sure he is. But I don't think it's necessarily useful for Dutch to operate off of that very basic schema. This idea that that guy's going to say whatever he has to do to survive. Like, he probably will. But we can't know that for sure. If Dutch... And so here's the thing, is like, if Dutch had said in that camp, you know, these are the loyalest sons of bitches you're ever going to meet. Like, if he said that, like, these guys live and die with the O'Driscolls. They care about each other. They're as tight-knit as we are, yada, yada, yada. I would be more inclined to agree with what it is that he said here. But this guy pleading for his life and saying he hates O'Driscoll, it fits what Dutch said. That they don't matter to him. So what are we doing here? It just doesn't feel right. Like, I mean, I could be alone in that, but like with all the information that we have so far, it doesn't make sense why we're treating this guy this poorly. I get that we hate the O'Driscolls, but I don't think it does us any use to do that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be curious to see what comes out of that. That really stood out to me there. Shelbs, I think more the latter. Honestly, right now. I don't know for sure, but... Okay.
One other thing. Can you get a chance? Send someone down the track back to that farmhouse.
Okay. Why?
That poor woman's husband needs burying.
Of course. And is it safe down there?
Just send someone sensible.
Understood.
All right.
Alright, so another guy that can read. Is that a comfy chair, Dutch? Alright, look at the desire pass. Man, I love that subreddit so much. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on over here. I would agree, Aiden. Huh. E. Man, what a pretty game. Holy cow. What do we got here? Hello, sir.
Starved to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
Pearson.
We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy.
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. And if needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
Assorted, salted offal. Starving would be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along. Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine.
All right.
Come on. This way.
We're going bow hunting with Charles. I'm down. I don't know why we hate Pearson. It seems weird that we would hate the guy who's trying to feed us, but I'm sure there's a story there.
How are you holding up, Charles?
I'm okay, apart from this hand.
Shit, sorry, buddy.
Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
It'll be fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
I sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
Got Careful. There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way, find some higher ground.
Can do.
Been a wild few days, all right. That ride north from Blackwater, getting stuck in the storm, going out for John, that thing with the O'Driscolls.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that, just a lot to think back on.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither. Well, Javier told me a bit, but it sure weren't good.
Just riding. I don't know much about Charles. I don't have a ton of analysis.
See some of the ground uncovered here.
Other than I admire his directness.
Let's look down this way. The wind's died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet.
Look at this. Look how freaking gorgeous this is. Oh my god.
Hey, stop here a second. I see something.
What do you see, my dude?
There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not? We'll track them on foot. You're gonna need the bow. Don't leave it on your horse. A gun will scare everything around.
Bow. Where's the bow? Alright, and 22 arrows. I'll take it.
Quiet as you can. Stay low and move slowly.
I'm right behind you, boss, unless you're having me trace these tracks, even though I know nothing about hunting. Okie dokie.
You see the tracks?
I think so. Maybe not.
Focus.
Alright, chat. This is nice and chill. Let me keep it nice and easy. We're gonna find this guy. We're gonna wipe it out. Fresh track. I say this is bringing back memories of Last of Us 1 when we were hunting in the winter with the bow. It didn't end well for us. Dude, I suck at this. To see, wait. Oh, no, there we go. All right, all right. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, chat, we got this. We got this.
Shh. Down there. You see him? Quick. Get that bow out, Arthur. Try to hit him in the neck or head. Quick and clean. You can pull back really hard. You'll feel when it's too much.
All right, easy. Oh, shit. Okay, so it takes stamina for that. We got
Take
this.
the shot.
All right. I'm taking the shot. I need you to chill, Charles.
Unlucky.
Oh. Because I didn't have stamina. I gotta eat something. Gotta eat something. Give me some kidney beans. There we go. Alright. And then just litter. Alright, where'd that deer go? We got this. I gotta get in my hunting stance here. Oh, 2 of them. Oh, I don't know that I want to go in the water, though. Is it worth risking hypothermia to kill 2 deer? They seem so far away. Oh, yeah.
Come on. You're making yourself too obvious.
Nice. Nice. That one saw its friend die and was like, nope. Getting out of here. Yeah, I absolutely can. Bianca. Yeah, I gotta figure out the optimal place to have my camera for this. So if that, we'll see how this works. All right, it's down over there. Get my arrow back. What a shot! We gonna like? Okay, let's try it again. Two more. Let's see if we can drop it. Ooh.
Got it. Well done. I think that's all we can carry. Okay, you pick up one, I'll get the other.
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder.
Oh, God. Running through the river is rough. We gotta carry this deer all the way back. Oh, baby. Holy shit, dude. He is so strong. The fact that he can just pick this deer up like that. Holy crap. Around the height it is now on the other side might be better. Oh god, I'd have to like flip my camera. That would be that'd be something. Do it like this? Oh god, that's gonna be too... No, that's too weird. I can't do that. Way too weird. I'll keep it up higher. Hold R to stow the deer. Consider it stowed.
Boy.
Meet up with Charles. Can do. Let's go. I mean, the way that Arthur just slung that horse over his shoulder is amazing.
Ready to head back when you are.
Come on, then. Let's head back. Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
It's easier when they ain't shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck is finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and well, you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then? We still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with it covering stuff then, because I'm not gonna put the camera on the other side of the screen.
Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater.
Careful.
We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. We've only been up here a few days and have already picked up 2 more mouths to feed.
1 more. We ain't feeding the O'Driscoll a damn thing. Except maybe that can of salted offal Pearson was kind enough to give us.
The girl. She has a wild look in her eye.
Of course. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Well, once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
Who knows? Maybe she'll deal with the O'Driscoll for us.
Well, I know who my money's on in that fight. He's weak, but that makes him much more useful. Maybe we can get to them before they get to us.
Ah!
What is it with
What the hell? What are you doing?
We deal with them? Yeah, I suppose we ain't
Arthur,
run into
you need to
them
stay
much
with
the
me.
last 6 months. Now,
These horses have a mind of their own, man.
I guess because they've been over this way.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well, we've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches. Their leader, Combe, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper blood feud.
Watch out. Bear up ahead. Let's see if we can find another way around. You must be real hungry. Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
All right, so we're starting to get some... Man, we were just starting to get some context for Dutch and Colm. I need that. I need that in my life.
Cut up here.
I don't know that we want to eat bear. Probably a little lean.
Yeah, okay, boy.
Oh, man.
We ain't ever talked that much, you and me. How long you been with us now? 5, 6 months?
Something like that?
Bet you didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this. Blackwater mess. Being up here.
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No. No, not at all. I know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch... You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh, 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years.
Yeah. He taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
Huh. I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
All right, so there you go. Sense of indebtedness is what binds everybody to Dutch. Which, I mean, I think I can appreciate, right? Like, somebody does well by you, you do well by them. I don't think, though, that you can make a one-to-one on that. Like, if a person does well by you, but then asks you to do stuff that's against your better judgment and against the quality of your life, you still can set boundaries. Like, we are on the run from the federal government because of a bunch of shit that went wrong because of decisions we probably made in following Dutch. So, even though he maybe saved us or whatever, that also doesn't necessarily give him the right to do a bunch of stuff that runs against our values and that we have to follow him blindly. But that sense of indebtedness being something that ties everybody to him, you know, I could see that being a value for somebody. I can see how that would go ride or die. That is something that Dutch needs to be mindful of and wield responsibly, in my opinion. And you definitely wouldn't want to see him use that as leverage. Because ultimately, Dutch saving them was a choice that Dutch made. And he doesn't really get to use that against people. At least I would hope he wouldn't. But we've been running for 20 years. Damn.
How's that new horse?
He's all right. He'll do for now. I appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
Huh. I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Hucked me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
Oh, yeah, the other thing I wanted to say is Charles made a very interesting comment a while back when Arthur said, you know, I'd have thought somebody like you would have left by now. And then Charles says, do you want me to leave right now? It's a very interesting response to that. And I think it might reflect that Charles very rarely receives direct communication from people, probably out of disrespect. Like he says, hey, you know, one of my parents is black, the other one's Indian. We're not really taken seriously around here. People probably don't have enough respect for him to speak directly, so he's been left for a lot of his life to interpret what's between the lines on what people say. And has probably had enough people show up in their dynamic with him in a way that was like, I wish you'd go away. I don't like you. You're not welcome here. That he would immediately jump to the conclusion that Arthur saying I'd have thought you'd have left by now is really Arthur saying, I think you should leave now. Like that small little reaction is such a window into, like, people don't just respond that way out of nowhere. People learn to respond that way. So Charles, I'm guessing, is somebody who is generally dismissed. And as a result, the group probably misses out on a lot of what he has to offer. For example, the 2 deer that we're bringing back to camp.
Whoa.
Language is so important, friends. You can pick up so much stuff from just the tiniest little sentences and reactions that people have.
Brought some food back, boys!
Boys?
Easy.
Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. And thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
Just get this off you.
Okay.
Well.
Now I'm going to be very interested to see Pearson's reaction to this. Because we are gonna get a lot of information about the group in what happens right here. So watch for as like an exercise, watch for people's body language, listen to their language, and look for the ways that they jostle for power here. Because in a moment like this, where Pearson said you're never gonna find these, and Charles says, yes, I will. Arthur doubts Charles because his hand's busted. Charles says, no, we're going. Let's do this. Now we bring back 2 deer. Pearson is proved wrong. Charles is proved right. Arthur is in some ways a bystander in this, but is also technically, I think, proved wrong. This is going to highlight a bunch of shit in the way that everybody reacts to the fact that these deer just got brought back. So let's see what happens here.
What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid you.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine.
Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yeah, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
I'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do it together.
Do I get to skin you?
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You skin that one you dumped on the floor there.
Okay. We have hope. We have deer. We have food. All is well. That tells me that at its core, these are very likely functional relationships with deeply ingrained dynamics and some degree of intimacy relative to each person, and that they started snipping at each other because they were under duress. And that's where we start getting into this idea of the hierarchy of needs. Like when we don't have food on the table, when we're being chased, when we're cold, we start feeling out of control. We start to exert control on our relationships. We start to snip at each other. We get nasty. We get mean. All of a sudden, you bring food back. We got some hope. All right, we're good. We're great. So this is what I mean. You get an idea of the bones of the relationship through this. This didn't turn into some nasty power struggle. This, it seems like, re-equalized or brought us back to our equilibrium as a cohesive unit. And I don't think that this group could survive as long as they have through all the shit that they've survived through without some cohesion. But it's kind of cool that that gets highlighted when we have some of these more basic needs met. So that's really kind of cool. Like, he's like, all right, come on, help me. This is cool. We got food now. Oh, wow. We are going to watch him skin this deer. Holy shit.
Huh. Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these or sell these in pretty much any town. If you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah. Well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
Kind of amazing how food can give people that much hope, isn't it? A few days later.
Been a bad few weeks, but Dutch being Dutch, he is busy making plans, and Dutch being Dutch, those plans involve robbery and dreams. Well, I thought you was reading him his last rites. Now I see you're introducing him to your other passion.
I'll mind you to show me some respect, Mr. Morgan.
Mind away, Reverend. You're still here, then?
I owe you.
Yeah. And you'll pay me. But for the moment, just rest.
Arthur, I think it's time for the train.
Want me to come?
Of course I do, but look at you.
I was always ugly, Dutch. It's just a scratch.
Don't lie still, son. Hello, Abigail.
Dutch,
Jackie.
the boy wanted to see you, John.
He's seen me now. Or what's left of me. What about you?
Guess I was hoping to see a corpse.
Bide your time. You'll see plenty of them.
You're a rotten man, John Marston.
He is an idiot, Abigail. We all know it. Now, railway men. Bill, now you ride ahead and set the charge at the water tower just before the tunnel.
Ain't a problem. Why are we doing this? Weather's breaking. We could leave. I thought we was lying low.
Yeah, come on. What do you want from me, Hosea?
I just don't want any more folks to die, Dutch.
We're living, Hosea. We're living. Look at me. We're living. Even you. But we need money. Everything we has in Blackwater. You fancy heading back there?
No. Listen, Dutch, I ain't trying to undermine you. I just want to stick to the plan, which was to lie low, then head back out west. Now, suddenly we're about to rob a train.
What choice have we got?
Leviticus Cornwall's no joke, Dutch.
Who is Leviticus Cornwall?
He's a big railway magnate, sugar dealer, oil man.
Well, how good for him. Sounds like he has more than enough to share.
Dutch!
Gentlemen, it is time to make something of ourselves. Get your horses ready. We have a train to rob. All right, we're moving out. Follow me.
Well, there's probably other ways to get money. But hey, we're living for the glory of the outlaw. That's what this says. Like, what does this say about us? Men, let's come make something of ourselves. I mean, it's very grandiose. Dutch is all very grandiose. And it seems that people are drawn toward that. Again, this seems like a pretty dreary world. So Dutch's idealistic grandiosity is, I mean, I would argue is endearing, if nothing else. But here we go. We're going to rob a train because we need money. We're always going to use survival to justify grandiose measures. When we just had Pearson say to us, you know, we could kill a few deer and we could go sell some pelts. Like, we could do this. And then Dutch says, oh, what choice do we have? Dutch seems to use a lot of language that boxes people into his idea. And that people have been conditioned to see dissent to that or even questioning it as an attempt to undermine Dutch's leadership. And there's no way that that guy says that if he hasn't seen that conversation happen at least a couple of times. So Dutch is grandiose. He's digging at people's sense of purpose. He's giving them very clear directives. And any idea that this is superfluous to survival is a threat to my leadership. What a great way to get a bunch of people to do some dumb shit.
Listen up, all of you. According to the information so kindly provided to us by the O'Driscolls, the train will be coming north from Big Valley. We're gonna pick it off after it crosses the border into the Grizzlies. There's a raised spot there that should give us good vantage. Charles, you'll keep lookout for any outriders. How's that hand, by the way?
I'll be fine.
Good. I'll take the driver and engineer, then run point. Lenny and Javier, you two take the front cars, deal with any guards. Arthur and Micah, you head straight for the back.
Man, he's been thinking about this for a long time.
Cornwall's private car.
You and me, Morgan.
Great.
Have you got a problem with that?
Yes.
Not if you keep your head for once.
You worry about yourself, huh?
Enough! After Bill blows the tracks, we're gonna need to move fast.
Look at that. Look at that. An acknowledgement that Micah tends to, like, become very impulsive and lose his head. Like, Arthur highlighting that. What does Micah do? He gets aggressive. If nothing else, at the very least, we can anticipate that anytime Micah feels like he's out of control, or like other people know more than he does, or that other folks are in control, he's going to act out with aggression. And, like, he's just so easy to predict at this point. But no, I don't want him to be on my team because he's a wild card with that. I don't know what kind of dumb shit he's going to do when he gets threatened. If he's going with me, I'm Arthur, he's him, I am inherently going to be the leader in that position. And I can't be dealing with him getting outrageously aggressive at any point when I suggest that I have more power in a moment than he does. But I don't trust him to be the leader either. It's a real bind with Micah here.
Is everyone clear on what they're doing?
Yep, crystal.
Yes, boss. Good. Now come on. Let's ride.
Not really, Ellie. It's a great question, Floaty. I don't think it's because I don't. So if Dutch knows that Arthur and Micah have at each other like that, why even bother partnering them like this? It's a great question. There could be some underlying chemistry and bond that they have that he's leveraging, which would assume that Dutch understands the group dynamic, or Dutch is so absorbed in his purpose and self-edification that he's not paying attention to the group dynamic. I could go in either direction. I don't know enough about Dutch to know which one it is. But it is an odd choice. This is going to be intense. We're about to rob a train. This is going to be intense as shit. Wow! Look at this game!
Finally. Feels good, doesn't it? But we need to get this done.
Wow!
Now it's thawing before anyone gets up here after us. Oh, look at you boys. See? This is what I call a crew. Micah Bell, Charles Smith, Arthur Morgan, Javier Escuela, and what about young Lenny here? Always the first man on his horse.
Just happy we're back at him, Dutch.
You sure you're ready for this, kid?
Of course I'm ready.
Just stay calm. Keep your eyes sharp. That goes for all of you. No mistakes. Not again.
So we do this, then we go back to Blackwater to... Then we go back to Blackwater to collect.
How many times you gonna ask the same question, Micah?
That's a lot of damn money to leave sitting for too long.
It would be crazy to go back there now. The place will be swarming with Pinkertons.
We go back when I say we go back, and that's the end of it. Money's safe. You'll just have to trust me. And if the O'Driscolls are right, there'll be a stack of railroad bonds on this train. Good money, once we work out how to cash them. Now everyone, shut up and get your mind on the job at hand. Come on. There's the water tower. Hold up here on the ridge.
Oh, man.
Whoa now. Whoa! Is Bill there?
Yeah.
You want to head down, see how he's getting on?
Okay.
All right, let's go check on Bill Williamson. Now, I saw in chat that people are talking about perhaps Dutch is leveraging people's skills. That is certainly potentially an option. If Dutch knows that everybody has specific skills that are going to contribute to this dynamic of the train robbery, I could get down with that. Do I think the group dynamic is important? Yes. At the same time, he probably has enough experience with this group that we've done this before and he trusts it. And if that's the case, I can get down with that too. Right? Like, I don't know what our history is with this kind of thing. The only thing I know is that the last time we tried something, we failed. So, oh, we're going to detonate the tracks?
Yeah. I'm okay.
You sure?
Of course.
Can I help a little?
All right. Go ahead and set up the detonator by those rocks over there.
Okay, sure.
Now just unspool the wire and then attach it to said detonator.
You got it, Bill. Oh, this is cool. I like this. I love how Rockstar was like, let's figure out every possible Western trope and get it in this game. And I'm here for it.
Okay, this is good.
All right. That should do it. You head back up to the others. I got it from here.
Yes, sir. Love it. By the way, chat, one more reminder. If you like what you're watching, if you like my analysis, take a second to like this video.
I have to say, I'm rather looking forward to this. Just be ready to move quick. And remember the plan, all of you. No mistakes. What's going on?
He says all fine.
We'll soon find out.
Everything okay?
Oh, man, this is going to be intense.
I think so.
Fingers crossed, chat.
Cover your faces. Train should be here any minute.
Ooh, let's go. Oh, my God, I'm so excited. I am so excited. Put my Bandito mask on. Oh, yeah.
Gentlemen, it's time. Good luck, all of you. You all know what to do.
Oh, this is going to be awesome. Get it, Bill!
Here we go.
Shit! No! What? God!
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Where did you find
All right, bail. Bail.
It was fine.
my fault.
Come on!
You're pathetic. You know that?
What? We're still doing this? Guys, we got to bail. What are we doing? Why are... No. No. We had a plan. Oh, my God. No way. Oh, this is such a bad idea. This is such a bad idea.
I got you. Now stop yelling.
Oh,
Shit!
shit.
Arthur, help me! Help! I can't hold on!
Oh, I didn't realize I'm supposed to, like, keep clicking there. I thought I had to hold it. When you have a very specific, complex plan with a lot of moving parts and a lot of people that you have anticipated throughout the duration of your preparation, and the initial part of that plan goes wrong, bail. We will find something else. There is no reason for us to shoot from the hip here. This is totally stupid for us to do this. Totally stupid for us to do this. But we're entrenched. We gotta save face here. We have to make it happen. This is about more than just the money. This is about our pride. This is about who we are. This is where building that shit up makes this moment an absolute nightmare, because everything goes off the rails, no pun intended. And we're drawing upon our pride and what this means about who we are, instead of seeing the perspective of why we were doing this in the first place. This is where that grandiose language comes back to bite you, man. All right, I didn't know that I was supposed to click the right mouse, so we'll do that this time. Oh, man.
Pull me up! Oh, shit! I'm slipping!
Why am I losing so many frames here? Hold on. There we go.
Help!
I got you, Lenny.
Stop yelling!
Arthur, help me!
Yeah, you're okay. Now, let's go slow this thing down.
Oh my God.
He fell. The others will get him.
Let's go!
Come on, we need to stop this train.
What a nice train.
There's another guard up ahead. You want me to take him? Arthur, who's going?
I'll go. You cover me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking matters into my own hands here. I'm not trusting this guy. Hello, good sir.
Oh, shit!
What? Oh, well, okay.
Let's keep moving! Who's got a shot on there? Should we move up?
Oh, shit.
Moving up?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. What the hell was Bill?
Gotta loot.
He had long enough to set that charge.
Well, I hooked up the wire, but we won't mention that.
I hooked up the wire, but we won't mention that. Okay, well, way to take some accountability, Arthur.
I'm going up. We have to stop this train. What is wrong with you boys? Kill him!
Wow, what a terrible shot.
Come on, let's get to the front.
How you doing there?
I'm okay.
Ain't nobody gonna be left on this train by the time we're done with it.
We have to stop this train.
Oh, shit! What a move!
That's what we're doing, kid.
Come on. Dude, Lenny, help me out, brother.
I got a clear shot.
Oh, no way that train stops that fast.
Shit, more guards coming out of that train car.
Damn it.
There better be some money at the end of this.
All these bastards must be guarding something.
Oh. Ooh. Getting tired.
Yep, he's pushing on.
Man, these guys are ballsy. They have the leverage being in the train.
Good.
Damn, he's got an army. Who is this guy?
Doing good, kid. Where the hell are the others?
I don't know. Damn it. I thought that's all of them.
We're gonna get out of this.
Oh, I know we are. Hey, there's the other boys.
many of them. Holy shit.
Good shooting, kid.
I can see now why the O'Driscolls brought so many boys up here for this.
Parker, get over here.
Where did all those guys come from? Like, how did we miss those guys? 48 cents? Come on, do better. How does this guy only have 48 cents on him? Got that nice-ass suit.
We don't have time to play games.
Oh no, my hat! Where's my hat?
What are you doing? Get over here.
I need my hat, Dutch. I'm not going anywhere without my hat. Where'd my hat go?
Come on.
Where's my hat? Chat! As my horse takes a shit, that's a great metaphor for what's going on here. Oh my god, I don't have a hat. Alright, where are you, Dutch? Okay, you're over here.
You two all right?
Yes, let's get the money and go.
We got some fellas holed up in this last car.
Ah, shit.
What are you boys planning on doing in there? Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. Any more of you. I give you my word, but trust me, we will.
I work for Leviticus Cornwall.
Come on, boys.
We got our orders.
Okay. You asked for it.
We ain't
5,
opening this door.
4, 3, 2, 1. Seems our friends have gone deaf. Wake them up a little. Mr. Williamson, give Mr. Morgan and Mr. Smith some dynamite. You two boys go blow that door open.
Yes, sir. Oh boy.
Now, it don't matter too much to us, but you boys in there might want to take a step back.
Seems good enough. Now light the fuse.
Here we go.
Run!
Unless you got a death wish, I'd step back, fellers.
These horses are gonna freak. Or not.
All right, come on. Run out here. We don't want to kill you. We just want to rob your boss. Get on up there. Search that train.
What do we got in here, huh?
Look at this place. It's like a palace.
Now I've seen everything. Oh, you two got the safe? I'll search the rest.
Oh, yes. Should be easy as cake.
What's your name?
You're just gonna stand there, kid. Pour me some brandy, will you? I'm parched.
Shut up. Me and Arthur did all the work.
Yeah, kid did good. Didn't see you rushing to jump on that train.
He's keen. I'll give you that.
Dear Mr. Cornwall.
Hey, let's see if we can get this open.
#1 pet peeve in video games. You want to read something and everybody's talking. Dear Mr. Cornwall, we are yet to receive payment of $2,000 for the initial phase.
There. See? That's how it's done. Shit.
For the initial phase of exploration at the Wapiti Indian Reservation. Amberino, as agreed in the contract between Cornwall Kerosene and Tar.
Give me those.
Oh my God. And the Leland Oil Development Company, dated November 9th.
Contracts, invoices, blah,
All right, whatever. It doesn't look that exciting.
You got anything?
And they won't shut up.
Sugar imports from the Spanish West Indies?
Oh, I get to keep it. Okay.
Some fancy new boat he's ordered from Europe?
I am not robbing another boat as long as I live.
Damn, this is swanky.
Have you checked all the drawers and cabinets?
Jameson Mining and Coal Company. We'll read it later, I guess.
Any luck, Arthur?
Nothing much yet.
I'd like to read, but whatever,
Let's keep
fellas.
looking.
It's goddamn O'Driscoll's.
Ooh, got some bonds.
These just seem to be contracts. Arthur, have you looked down the end there?
Guys, give me a second.
Well, keep looking. There must be something.
Hey.
Now, this looks like something.
Come on. Let's hurry this along, boys.
Good shit. We got some bonds.
I think I got him.
Nice.
Well, thank God. Come on.
Anything good in there? No? Get back to the gang. Just wanted to read. Just wanted to get caught up. But nah, we got lots of words to say now. Got some fine brandy. Yes, don't mind if I do. Somehow I don't feel comfortable with having candles that close to those drapes, but...
What did you find?
These bonds. They worth anything?
Oh, sure. Bearer bonds. I think we can probably sell these pretty easily. Well done. Now, would you get rid of all of this?
The train?
Yeah, get it out of here.
What about them?
What do you think?
I don't know.
It's up to you. Kill them, leave them here, take them with you on the train. Just make sure they don't send no folk after us.
Okay.
See you back at camp. When you get back, we'll be moving on. The rest of you, let's ride!
Okay. Get on the train. Quick. All of you. Any bright ideas, I kill all three of you. So behave. Come on. Move.
We won't tell a soul, I swear.
I mean, I don't trust that for a second. He's gonna say that. What reason does he have to not tell anybody? That's such an empty platitude. He's got, of course, as soon as I'm gone, he's telling somebody. It's not like I know where to find him. All right, let's get this thing started, huh?